On September 5th, 1638, France welcomed the birth of Louis XIV. His arrival to Louis XIII and Anne of Austria was hailed almost as a miracle, given the couple's long history of infertility. Yet, when Louis was a mere boy of 5, the weight of the French crown was thrust upon him following his father's death. Young Louis's early years were engulfed in the turmoil of the Fronde, a series of revolts driven by the nobility against the crown. These revolts, born from the discontent against royal centralization and fiscal policies, deeply influenced Louis's mindset. The childhood trauma of being driven out of his palace marked him, making him loathe Paris and later inspiring his move to Versailles. Louis took the reins of power directly at the age of 23. The death of his chief minister, Cardinal Mazarin, in 1661 was a turning point. Louis declared, "I am the state," embedding absolute monarchy into French governance. He sought to centralize power and diminish the influence of the nobility. Believing in the divine right to rule, Louis assumed the title of Sun King. To reflect his glory and maintain control over his courtiers, he transformed his father's hunting lodge into the magnificent Palace of Versailles. Versailles became the epicenter of European aristocracy and the embodiment of Louis's grandeur. Louis' reign was punctuated with battles as he sought to extend France's borders. Engaging in a series of wars including the War of Devolution, the Franco-Dutch War, and the War of the Spanish Succession, Louis worked tirelessly to position France as Europe's foremost power. However, his ambitions often outstripped resources, leading to financial strains. Louis sought not only political but also religious unity. He believed in one king, one law, one faith. In a decisive move against Protestantism, he revoked the Edict of Nantes, which had granted rights to Protestants, with the Edict of Fontainebleau. This led to the persecution of Huguenots and an exodus of many from France. The concluding phase of Louis's life was marked by personal losses, including the death of his son, grandson, and great-grandson. Additionally, long wars and the resultant economic downturn marred the country's landscape. In 1715, the Sun King set, but his influence persisted. He left behind a centralized state, a vibrant culture, but also seeds of discontent that would eventually lead to revolution. Louis XIV's 72-year reign, the longest for any monarch of a major country in European history, set the tone for royal absolutism. His legacy, both majestic and controversial, shaped the course of European politics and culture for generations.